This is the presentation about the peer-to-peer pattern. My name is Eric La Rosa, and my classmate is Obed Iñaki. So let's start. The first thing is, what does peer-to-peer architecture means? This peer-to-peer architecture is also known as point-to-point architecture. This is commonly used in computer networking architecture, in which each workstation or node or computer, how you like to call it, had the same capabilities and responsibilities. This pattern may also used to refer a single software program design that each instance of the program may act as client and server with the same responsibilities and status. This is one of many applications that it has, but the most common is for content distribution. This includes software publication, distribution, streaming, multicasting stream, etc. In other words, the peer-to-peer architecture means that all computers which are linked with each other through internet, uh, this pattern network has not only a central server, so each user is capable to share any type of files on any peer on this network. In other words, you can say that every peer on this architecture plays a role as a server and as a client. Now, exist different types of peer-to-peer architecture. The first one is the pure peer-to-peer. This is also known as fully peer-to-peer network. In this architecture, all the peers play the role equally, so it doesn't contain only one dedicated server. One example of this is the Nutella protocol. Another type is the instructor peer. It is to connect all the devices of network with each other is easy task. So all the devices have to make the same contribution, but due to the lack of the structure, users can face some difficulties for searching content. Another type is the structure peer. These structure peers overcome the limitation of the last one, the unstructured, by maintaining a distributed hash table (DHT), and by allowing each peer to be responsible of a specific part of the content in the network. So, in this network, the user of the hash have assigned values to every content in every peer. In the last one is the hybrid peer-to-peer. In this, hybrid peer-to-peer plays the role as a client-server network because it contains one peer centralized that performs all the activities as a server, such as to keep information and send the request of the information.
I'm going to explain why use peer-to-peer architecture provides a safe usage of internet due to network security solutions, helps sorting out and safe handling of sensitive data and other applications, monitors your entire activity, and actively looks and repairs malware. Peer-to-peer networks have many advantages. For example, there is no central server to maintain and to pay for. So this type of network can be more economical. That also means there is no need for a network operation system, thus lowering costs even further. Next, we have applications of peer-to-peer architecture. Easy file sharing, efficient instant messaging, smooth voice communication, secure search and communication network, used for peer casting for multicasting, stream and content delivery, high performance computing. In the next slide, we have example of peer-to-peer architecture. First, we have BitTorrent. This is a communication protocol that is used for file sharing and distribution of data on the internet in a decentralized manner. Skype. It was designed by Casa and is a VoIP client user. Users can make voice calls and send text to each other, but they must be registered on the app first. Next, we have Bitcoin. cryptographic protocol is used for peer-to-peer payment over the internet in a form of bot currency. And now we have Nutella, used for a file sharing on the internet. And lastly, on my explanation is social implications. One of the main issues with the peer-to-peer architecture is that users retrieve data from other nodes but do not contribute anything themselves. This takes away from the necessary cooperation that is essential for the smooth function of peer-to-peer architecture. This is called the freeloader problem. Since peer-to-peer network places a lot of importance on security and anonymity, it can sometimes prove to be more of a bane than a boon. Cybercriminals find it easy to carry out threats that involve inappropriate and inhuman activities.
And finally, we have the political implications. Uh, the peer-to-peer architecture has been targeted continuously for its apparent involvement in sharing copyright content, since there is no intermediate devices and transfer of data takes place directly. So you send and receive data directly with anything to interfere. Another controversy that the peer-to-peer network has been a part of the neutrality because outgoing file transfer, uh, also known point-to-point file sharing, often uses heavily bandwidth. They're affecting another traffic on the net. This happens, for example, where I work. They use this type of architecture as an internal network to share their documents in the company. But there are some persons who doesn't know about all this, and they just send a lot of information that is not useful. But how they, because they don't know about it, they use a lot of bandwidth, and when another person need to access to these files or search some information, is too slow to charge because someone is using all the bandwidth without knowing it. And well, that's all for our topic. If you have a question, please let us know for the activity that we have. Thank you.